my name is Teresita Blanco, the Artsy sister, and we're continuing with La Nikki, or Shiny Nikki. We're doing chapter 6. Lauren Hotel is busy receiving luxurious cars after another. Attendants in uniform are greeted important guests from all over the world. Most of these guests are famous collectors of mirrors, nobles, or businessmen. They are in London for one thing only. A special auction is about to take place at the London Hotel. It is hosted by Shinji, the famous cloud actor and the owner of the Neverfall troupe. The most famous item is the Out of the Phoenix Palace, a custom designed by Shinji and every collector's dream. But rumor has it that there will be one more mystery item at the end of the auction. A blank sedan stops in front of the hotel. The attendant opens the door and a girl in a pigeon noble outfit gets out of the car. Greetings, my lady. Hello. Excuse me. The girl pulls out an invitation letter from her exquisite bag. The attendant checks the contents of the invitation and bows to the girl. Lady Anya and those attending the auction will serve by the manager and your room is ready. This way, please. The attendant looks at the suitcase in the woman's hand. We can deliver your luggage to your room first. No need, thank you. Benjamin, the hotel manager, is waiting in the lobby, in a blank tuxedo with a standard smile. Greetings, Lady Anna. I am Benjamin, the person in charge of the hotel side of the auction. See, that's the one that... Yeah, that's the one that I told you that... Hello. I didn't expect the famous pigeon collector Anya to be so young and elegant. It's nothing. The auction will start at 8 p.m. tomorrow, and here are the program and booklet with all of the items. Benjamin has over the booklet along with his card.
Feel free to contact me with any questions you might have.
The attendant did take your suitcase for you. Benjamin stays his hand, but the girl pulls the luggage behind her. Benjamin smiles and takes his hand back. I will show you to your room. Please follow me. Benjamin leads the noble girl to the high floor of the hotel. All of our premium rooms are on this level with a great view of the London. And your room is 1707. We hope you have a great stay with us and that you get what you want from the auction. Benjamin places his right hand in front of her and bows to the girl. The girl nods and enters the room. Once inside, the girl immediately puts down the suitcase and enters the password. Any longer and I would have died from lack of oxygen. Although since Momo jumps out of the suitcase, I'm sorry I had to do this so I could get in. The girl in the pigeon novel outfit is Nikki in disguise. Okay, it's interesting. I guess it's not like... It did a little voice for once and that's it. Maybe it's a little buggy. Whatever. In Rosette. It's not evening yet, so the underground mechanical city hasn't revealed itself, and Rosette looks like an ordinary industrial city. The real ruler of the city is now looking down at her land from the highest spot. Commander, she entered London Hotel, and as for the CEO of Mercury Group, I delivered the bounty that intrigued Mercury to London myself, and he should send me. Are the arrangements in the hotel done? It's a lot more difficult than we predicted. Zoe does not frown upon hearing the report. If anything, she smiles. 10 years ago, when the entire city went dark, only London Hotel had lights. It was when Mercury's plan started and therefore difficult to arrange someone on the inside. Oh, I should go check to see if it's like an overall bug and I should restart the game or if it's just like a chapter 6 issue. And the best way to share that would be to go back a chapter.
Nikki,
I guess it's just, yeah, I guess chapter 6 is not, yeah, weird. Well, let me see if it's just chapter 6 or if it's from that point on. Yeah, I guess that's how it is. Alright. Whatever. Yeah, it's an arbitrary number, but whatever. Let's just get back to where we were in the. 10 years ago, when the Teresa, it was where when Mercury's plan started, and therefore difficult to arrange someone on the inside. The night is falling little by little as the light is replaced by darkness. But no worries. Let us see if the bunny will turn the tide. Commander, she looks like an ordinary girl, and just with better styling power, will she affect our plan? Coronel, what did you see during the battle that day? So it turns and the light descends behind her. I saw something very interesting. Times out, the middle of the main street opens to reveal the mechanical city on the ground like on that scary night. When the terrifying mechanical city reveals itself, the cage carrying Nikki descends. What happened? Nikki does not reply because she realizes that the enemy in front of her is more formidable, and so is the commander of the Justiciars. If Kijin is the type who hides everything about him, then so is the type who displays her strength for all to see, so that you realize just how frightening she is, and so is looking back at her, and rather nonchalantly like watching a bunny destined to fall into a trap. You're Zoe. Tell me why you're here, bunny. A menacing mechanical eagle perches by Zoe and watches Nikki intently, and at Zoe's command, it shreds all of her enemies. And Nikki also knows she can't hide any thoughts about running away from Zoe. I'm looking to join the Justiciars. And do you know what our rule is? Power is justice. And the Caprico tell you that. Only winners can become Justiciars, and those who lost become the judge and lose everything. And the door to the cage opens, and Zoe is waiting for an answer from Nikki. And Nikki takes a deep breath and steps out. Nikki. She buries all of her fears and weakness in the bottom of her mind and a change that is necessary. Good. So he raises her hand and the mechanical eagle screeches and attacks Nikki. Nikki, watch out.
Don't back down. This is a test from Zoe.
Battle I'm in.
Further back. Yeah, but I think
victory is the only outcome.
The ego is controlled by Nikki's standing power and Precious next to her. So it's neither surprised nor disappointed, and looks like Nikki was thinking deeply. She seems to have discovered something interesting and smiles. Now do I have what it takes to join the Justiciars? Room 1707, Loden Hotel. And the setting sun is completely blocked by the curtains of the hotel. And the booklet detailing all of the items is on the table with out of the finished, and a bath for its crown and its cover. Two lifelike goldfishes are carved on the bath, and they really look like they're swimming. And Nick is impressed by the goldfish until Momo her name. You got in with the identity provided by Soy, but what now? We'll take back the manuscript that Kichiji took from us, and this was a condition for working with Zoe, and a mistake that I must rectify. Are we really working with her, and she doesn't look nice? We don't stand a chance unless we work with her. And I will prove to her that I'm an ally to be reckoned with and not a girl who requires protection. And Nikki sounds a little different than before. Of course, it's time you show them what they're made of. Nikki suddenly looks serious. The action will be very dangerous, and there will probably be other people with fake identities like us, and maybe we'll see Shinji. And he using Leona's manuscript as base, so there might be more to this. To conceal my identity, please wait for me in the room. No way, it's too dangerous for you to go alone. And I won't let you do that. And I'll just put on a disguise to look like another cat and follow you around. Momo. And Nikki stops Momo from saying more. Do you trust me? The old Nikki might have changed her mind if Momo can nagging. But the new Nikki, Momo can feel her resolve, and she has already made up her mind. Fine, I trust you, and I will wait for you here. Momo said his hair worrying about Nikki, and she holds him and pats his head. I'll be fine, I can protect myself. Knock, knock, knock. And someone suddenly knocks on the door. And Nikki gestures for Momo to be quiet. Who is it? Pardon me, Lady Anya. This is a reminder that the dinner will take place in the banquet hall on the third floor at 6:30. Okay, I got it. Thank you very much. I look forward to your arrival. And Nikki breathes a sigh of relief when Benjamin walks away. You need an elegant dress for the banquet, but also need to look like a pigeon collector. What else? This is as much as I can help. You've done a lot already. Thank you, Momo.
In addition to Momo, I'd also like to thank you for sticking by me. change the ruined future.
Nikki changes into her dress and leaves for the banquet. And then she sees a black cat in the hallway. The cat was towards Nikki, with a rose in its mouth. It was silently and smoothly on the carpet, leaving no marks behind. Whose cat is this? The cat looks at Nikki with its eyes so golden that they almost feel magical. And Nikki kneels down and opens her palm, and the cat drops the rose in her hand. This is when she snaps out of her new design inspiration. The mischievous cat is long gone. The decorated banquet hall of Loden Hotel always been a favorite for holding luxurious events, and the banquet hall is ready at 6:30, and the lights are on the stage and when Benjamin in a black tuxedo stands. Thank you all for coming for the Loden Hotel. And the auction will start at 10:30 tomorrow morning, and the rare out of Phoenix Palace will be auctioned off. And we have prepared this banquet as a gift for you.
We hope you all have a nice evening.
The banquet starts now. Waiters run to the crowd with expensive wine and their trays as guests find out more and more on the auction. Even though the Loden Hotel is hosting, everyone knows it's backed by the Mercury Group. But I wonder what's Kiji's relationship with the Mercury, considering his auctioning off the Phoenix Palace. And how about that mysterious item? Do you know anything about that? Nikki champagning her listens carefully to all of the conversations around her. Then somebody calls her name. Excuse me, are you Lady Anya? The man is wearing a nice suit and his glasses are half empty. Nikki doesn't know this man, but Anya might. And Nikki nods and waits for the man to continue to buy herself more time. I heard a lot about you from the collector circle, but you're different from what I heard. I always wanted to know what others say about me. An elegant but aloof collector who never shows his face, and a designer with a unique style. Are you young and friendly? This might sound abrupt, but I'd love to see your unique styles. Would you allow me the opportunity? Rumor has it that you recently acquired Focus, a rare collectible. May I see it? Akor gathers around and interested to see what the mysterious collector would do next. And Nick is filled with anxiety. Of course.
Was the deliberate mention of focus meant to probe who Miss Anya is?
Lady Anna, you're every bit as good as they say. Thank you. Nikki finally relaxes. I just didn't expect to see you come to Lord and yourself. Normally your aid represents you at these scenes. You're here because of what's being action this time, aren't you, Lady Anya? Benjamin suddenly appears next to them. Out of the finished palace in an extremely rare piece due to its wonderful design and delicate embroidery and incredible crown. Lady Anya has always shown an interest in strange causes, and surely she wouldn't miss this one. I'm only interested in beautiful designs, and out of the finished palace is worth a trip to Lowden. Her identity has been confirmed by Benjamin, and so no one has any doubt. Moreover, no one has actually met the real collector. I'm very honored to meet you today, and I actually have a few more questions about your collection. The man pulls Nikki to the side and speaks in a low voice while keeping the casual yet cordial smile on his face. I think the commander will be very happy to know that you're playing this role quite well. I knew you were spying for the justiciars. When did you find out? I felt it during our styling battle. In that case, I am Vito from the justiciars, and my identity today is a gentleman collector. According to the plan, the hotel will lose power in 5 minutes. After that, the hotel will send someone to check on the items. If you keep an eye on Benjamin, you'll find the manuscript. We need to verify the authenticity of the manuscript first, but Nikki thinks of another possibility. Listen, the guests are toasting and chatting, and no one seems to notice the two of them in the corner. Benjamin is a meticulous person, and he might think that the power outage is a diversion, so he will distract us while sending someone else to check on the manuscript. I will follow him, but you stay here and keep an eye out for anything unusual. You're better than I thought. And Nikki and Vito, with champagne in hand, look just like every other guest having a good old time. And suddenly the entire banquet goes dark. And everyone is scared, and someone starts screaming. Oh! Nikki focuses on Benjamin, and as expected, he makes a move. And dark surroundings made the greatest cover, and she tries to breathe without making any noise while following him. Where is he going? How is he going to the room with the manuscript? Her heart beats faster in silence, and Benjamin turns the corner at the end of the hall. And Nikki follows, but a voice from behind her speaks up. Stop. Who could it be? Her heart skips a beat, and she holds her breath. And after 1 second, 3 seconds, and nothing but silence. And she knows who it is as soon as she hears the voice. A voice that she can never forget. Shinji. You're right. The manuscript is Ezra, and Benjamin is just my way of getting you out of the hall. The power returns just as Shinji finishes talking, and the light is blinding. And Nikki takes a deep breath and turns around. They are the only people in the house, and Nikki looks at him in eye with no intention of backing down. I no longer trust you. Good. Shinji still carries his mesmerized smile with the butterfly birthmark that wants to fly away, just like back in Cloud Crest. Nikki is ready for battle, and she is no longer the Nikki that couldn't do anything. Shinji smiles at the new Nikki and taps the hand fan against his palm a few times and leaves the scene. He didn't do anything. He didn't uncover her identity and didn't fight her. And was it not worth his time? And the power has returned, and Benjamin is gone, and Shinji's appearance has derailed the plan, and Nikki can't go on. The manuscript really is elsewhere. The commotion in the banquet hall has died down, and Nikki quietly goes back inside so that no one knows she's gone. And Vito returns a little later. After Benjamin left, another group did the same, and so I followed them. And you were right about the manuscript being somewhere else, and I checked, and I think it's real. I thought so. But the artist was shorter than I expected, so I couldn't take the manuscript. How about you? Did Benjamin lure you into a trap? I bumped into. Huh? The attic was too short and I couldn't keep following him, and maybe he just wanted to get me out of the hall. Nikki doesn't tell him about bumping into Shinji, and was Shinji really just there to tell her the manuscript is elsewhere? And that seems too simple. And maybe he has other motives and she must be prepared for what he might do next. And can she trust this guy from the Justiciars? And can she tell her not to trust anyone easily? And the banquet has returned to its normal program. And Nikki looks around but doesn't see Shinji nor Benjamin. And Nikki suddenly remembers Momo. Vito, I just remember that I need to take care of something and I have to go now. Leave this to me. And Nikki leaves in the banquet while everyone focuses their attention on the stage. I need to change into something easier to move in first and maybe something short.
Maybe I'm getting nervous, but I'm suddenly worried about Momo.
Every battle I'm in, victory is the only outcome.
Nick is the only person in the hallway. The corridor is lined with abstract painting and is eerily silent. The black cat appears again on the scarlet carpet, and it looks at Nikki with its golden eyes and takes 2 steps forward then turns around. Do you want me to follow you? Nikki involuntarily follows the cat. I don't remember the corridor being this long. And the cat suddenly vanishes in front of a room. Strangely, there is no room number on the door. The door is also not fully closed and it is waiting for someone to push it open. Nikki touches the door and it swings open. There is a desk with a porcelain vase on it and a blooming rose is in the vase. Well, that's Mercury. The half-elf. Dun dun dun. A little bit of sunshine shines through the closed curtains, even though it's evening. A man in a suit sits behind the desk and the black cat rests on his knees quietly. Cause like all supervillains have cats as pets. Cause that's just a fashion of the day. The man notices Nikki and shoots her a glance. The glance seems like it's empty, but the determination in his eyes overwhelms Nikki. It is like having trouble breathing in a blizzard. Then Nikki hears something behind her. She turns and sees a bullet flying towards her. Her body starts to fall after being shot, but she feels no pain. On the edge of her consciousness, Nikki hears someone calling her name. Nikki, Nikki. And this is Marina. Nikki, are you awake? Uh-huh. Nikki opens her eyes and finds herself on the ark. Well, was that an inspiration? What's wrong? I don't know what exactly happened. You must have been exhausted. Change into something more comfortable and rest a little.
It always feels safe to return to the Ark. I'll present you with the most beautiful dream.
Marina, how did you end up here? I remember walking into a room, man. I just connected the door, you opened to the door to the art like what I did back in Shadowflow. I don't know why you passed out. Do you know anything about that, Ian? Marina turns to her brother. Maybe the temporal fluctuations affected your mind, which means I might have never gone into the room. What happened, Nikki? Nikki tells Anne everything she saw. Anne listens patiently to her story. You might have seen a designer's reflection, but it was never this vivid. And maybe it had to do with the location, which resonated strongly with the memories inside the designer reflection. Powerful designers with designer reflections can establish communication with the ocean of memories. And even I have no idea how strong or if there's a limit to the power of the designer reflection. Designer reflection enhances standing power and affects the sphere world. Maybe there are power words as well. What are you guys talking about? And why you been away from the arc a long time if you wanna sail with me? And by the way, I found some more cool things and put them in the garden of conjuring room. And where's Momo? Why is he here with you? My operation required a different identity, so I left him in the room. Aww. And Marina seems disappointed. Momo is a fun one. And let's find out what he's doing, and I bet he's slacking off. Marina produces a mirror which shows nothing at first before forming an image. And Nikki sees her room in the mirror and Momo is sleeping on the bed. What is it? We can see what happened in the mirror and through the mirror. And we saw you entering a scary factory last time. No wonder I thought I heard Ian's voice while in the factory. It connected to Mirrorland, but it's unstable and heavily depends on where we connect to and how are the dimensions on that day. Who's that? And Marina points to a man who appears in the mirror. A young waiter is about to knock on the door. Excuse me, the fruit platter you order is here. Is Momo going to be alright? And can you send me back to the room right now? Good idea, I'll do that. The waiter is waiting for the response from the room while holding the tray. Excuse me, anyone? The door opens just as the waiter turns the lid to leave. Hi. Here's your fruit platter. I don't recall ordering one. Maybe another guest ordered it for you. The waiter hands Nikki the platter and leaves. Nikki goes back into the room and Momo is awake and yawning. And you're finally back. How was the banquet? Is it for me? I don't know either. And she discovers a note stuck to the bottom of the plate, and with a handwritten sentence. The action is a trap. Leave the hotel before tomorrow. And then not written in dark blue ink, and it's not signed. And what is certain is that the Justicia has delivered messages differently, so this notice probably didn't come from Sawyer Vito. And who might it be? Is the action really a trap? And we don't know who wrote this, and we don't know why this person is trying to make me leave the hotel. If we give up now, then everything we've done so far is going down the drain. But I told Zoe I will get the manuscript and go back to sleep, Momo, and maybe I'll have it by the time you wake up tomorrow. I believe in you. And you should go to bed too, and you must be exhausted, but change into your pajamas first.
I really hope that by this time tomorrow, I'll have the manuscript.
I just wear something pajama-y looking.
sizes of the world with my eyes.
Good night. Sweet dreams. I made all these. Who am I to disagree? The curtains cover Loden and looks like a night, and Loden Hotel is the heart of the city. And the anxiety is palpable, and what will happen tomorrow? Everything is ready the next morning, and the action starts in 5 minutes. And all the guests arrive early, and they are taken to their seats with the placas that have their numbers on them. And Kinji, an important guest, is also there. And people are whispering to one another, trying to figure out what might happen today. And Benjamin checks the menu and sees that Nikki still hasn't arrived. And she stops and just as he's leaving. And where are you going? The action is going to start very soon. I need to take care of something. The action will start in 2 minutes, and you have nothing to worry about. That's good then. Nikki is blocked by a waitress in the corridor. The waitress looks frustrated. The waitress who delivered the platter last night. I thought I asked you to leave. I'm not leaving. And she's not moved by Nikki's result and stands her ground. I can't let you go to the auction. You can't stop me. And Nikki's ready for battle. Hold on. But ready for battle means about to change outfits. So she can get that.
I have to attend the auction because the real manuscript may be there.
And she's getting ready to use her mind control magic on her. If you continue standing on my way, good maiden, I am going to be forced to change my outfit. And you're not gonna like me when I change my outfit. Objectively, if you explain this game to someone else, they're gonna think you're freaking insane. Whatever. It's a fun game. I enjoy it. And I hope you enjoy it too.
The ruined future.
I don't want to fight you. Please don't be so hostile. Trust me, my lord just wants to protect you. Your lord, he said. The waiter suddenly stops and touches his earpiece. She turns and leaves quickly as if she just received a command. Wait a second. Lady Anya, is everything okay? Benjamin comes out to Nikki and speaks coldly. And Nikki suddenly realizes that this man is more dangerous than she imagined. Well, not duh, he's like a freaking demon. He is wearing a nearly iron tuxedo and flashing his signature smile. You are a very important guest today. The action has started, so please follow me. He escorts her to the venue, but it feels more like he's watching her to make sure she doesn't run away. People are buying in and out of the fitness palette, and when they return to the venue, beating. Benjamin takes Nikki to her seat. I hope you can get what you want today. Bam. The gravel drops and out of the fitness palette has a new owner. And Benjamin gets on stage again. And please allow me to take over the auction for the last item today. And the most mysterious item placed in a glass case by Shinji is pushed to the center of the stage. The eyes of those that came for the item are glued to it. The last item of the day is Leonie's manuscript. Bidding starts now. The starting price is 10,000 gems. Partners who have stayed relatively silent fire starts raising their placards in earnest. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. The price is going up and some give up silently but some keep going. 100,000. And the highway falls into silence. Anyone? 100,000 once. 100,000 twice. And Benjamin stops and looks at the audience. 100,000. And Nikki raises her placard. 101,000. And all eyes are on Nikki and everyone is curious about who she is and where she's from. And Benjamin smiles in satisfaction. The bidding continues. And from then on, Nikki always outbids the highest bidder by 1,000. And everyone is holding their breath like they are watching a fight in a ring. 200,000. 201,000. And no more placards, and the dust settles. And Nikki calmly waits for the results. And she tells Zoe that she will bid on the manuscript if she can't get it back before the auction. And Zoe will take care of the money. 201,000 once. 201,000 twice. And the highway is so quiet that no one could hear a pin drop. 101,000 twice. Bam. The gavel falls. And Nikki walks onto the stage in applause and everyone is watching her every step. Congratulations. Thank you. Benjamin bows to Nikki like an actor bows to an audience, and he walks over to the case and opens it. But he suddenly looks like he's in pain and he covers his chest and crumbles to the ground. The glass case shatters and the manuscript is stained with blood. Benjamin dies. He's fine. Nikki is caught entirely unaware before she can wrap her mind around it and she sees the room again. She finds herself standing next to the dead Benjamin. Well, dead quote unquote. The room is brightly lit and the petals of rose in the vase have fallen. And the black cat hugs from its owner. And the curtains are open and all the lights in the building go out in an instant. It is like the whole city is bowing in submission. The banquet is over. Nikki hears a man's voice. The house is in chaos because Benjamin's death. And screams and the smell of blood attack already stressed out of senses. And naturally people want to run, but the police storm the house as soon as the doors are open. And as if they knew something was going to happen. Nobody moves. And the police raise their guns at the bidders and causing a new round of panic. All of the exits are blocked and we are needed to check every single person in here. And we will guarantee your safety while not giving the suspect any chance to get away. And the police quickly take control of the stage and the sheriff approaches Nikki. You are a prime suspect right now. And why did Benjamin suddenly drop dead? And why did the police suddenly appear and call her a murderer? And the manuscript is so close, yet so far. I didn't kill anyone. I won the bid and there's no need for violence. And Nikki forces herself to calm down. We have evidence that your identity is fake, Lady Anya or Miss Nikki. The sheriff's words are full of certainty and contempt. Come back to the station with us before you try to defend yourself. and the sheriff takes out a pair of silver handcuffs. And the action of the manuscript, Benjamin's death, and the response from the police, and these are not coincidence. And if she goes with them, she might be charged immediately with no chance to explain herself. And Nikki looks down and doesn't move. And once again, everyone's attention is on the stage, and the police notice Nikki's attitude and point their weapons at her. And they will fire if Nikki receives arrest or does something crazy. And this seems unnecessary to apprehend a fair-looking girl. And he gestured for the rest of the police to close in on the stage and to close in on Nikki. And what to do? And will she give in? Or maybe Zoe will rescue her. And Nikki shakes her head. She doesn't want to rely on anyone else anymore. She will deal with these guns herself. And then she hears a voice. Do you want to know the true power of the designer's reflection? The true power of the designer's reflection. An unknown force pulls Nikki into the world of styling.
Who was that? Did you hear where it came from? This dress seems to have a special magic. Put it on, and it feels like my whole body is draped in a spotlight.
battle I'm in, victory is the only outcome.
Nikki returns to the strange room after the styling ends. And the black cat is gone, and the man in the suit gets up and walks past Nikki. Only the weak desire power. His gray eyes carry no warmth whatsoever. The weak. The man leaves the room and the door closes. Nikki is alone. And the rose in the porcelain vase is still blooming as red as blood. Time passes, but the standoff doesn't end. The police seem to have suspicious collector on the stage under control, and no one can escape with all of these guns pointing at them. and so start to feel bad for the girl. But all of the officers stop what they are doing and they feel their hands trembling. And the sheriff with the handcuffs senses that something is wrong and he puts his finger on the trigger. The girl seems to have become someone else. And even though nothing's happened, even though she did not move, and beads of sweat from the sheriff drips onto the blood, and the deterrence from the girl is suffocating. Nikki? The bond between Nikki and I have been severed. It feels like my connection to Nikki has been severed, and what happened? She feels strange. Even those who do not know her feel that the girl on stage has become someone else. She looks at the sheriff closely. It gives him chills. Chills right down to his soul. He takes a few steps back and his legs tremble and his dog goes down on his knees. No one knows what he's experiencing during those last few seconds. Someone hears guns dropping on the ground and blood is still flowing like scarlet roses in bloom. The girl takes 2 steps forward and her heel stepping on the blood. There is a tattoo of a rose on her pale ankle. The girl looks down at the sheriff of his knees. The banquet is over. Everyone in the banquet hears her voice, and not through their ears, but in their minds. She sounds the same as before, yet every bit different. No one can resist this voice. Everyone looks down. And there are also those who couldn't resist the deterrence and sink to their knees. Absolute obedience. Now that's mind control at its full form. Like when London went dark 10 years ago, the only light in the city center was where the ruler was. And now it's that Nikki in the center. And she's not Nikki. But then who is she? The luxurious gates of the London Hotel are closed. And no one knows what is happening inside. And when the curtain falls, the place where the roses bloom silently becomes the eye of the storm in Maryland. And Mercury is washing it all behind the curtain. After this, everyone who's interested in Leonie's Margaret manuscript will be known. Maybe she's the key. He looks at the girl on the stage and his gray eyes carry no warmth whatsoever. The power of the designer's reflection might be more frightening than anyone can imagine. And as for Leonie's manuscript, what secret lies within it? In front of the Ninier Palace, cars are lining up next to the Queen's limousine, which has been waiting for a long time. Lily changes into something gorgeous and gets ready to go. I haven't been to London for quite some time. I wonder if I'm welcome there. Everything is ready and we should depart now, Your Majesty. See, he's like the demon butler of the Queen. The butler who is walking behind, Lily looks identical to Mary Germain, the then manager from London Hotel. Nightbane, the best and most beautiful things in the world belong to me.
Of course. And I dedicate them all to you, Your Majesty.
It's a telazona season and it's fair and it's all over Ninier. And they are the flowers of summer and signify the arrival of the new season. But in a small yard outside of Carcliffe, spring hasn't quite left yet. Giselle sits in her house looking out. Petals sway in the night breeze, and everything is quiet. The silence is broken when someone knocks on the door, and the sound not as last spring flowers loose. Alright, now let's do the little side stories and then. In an ordinary hotel room in London, and the dummy left us here and went up by himself. And dummy, do you mean Cornelian? That's him. He said the action isn't for another week and we can take it easy for a few days. If we're here early, we should go and have some fun. And by the way, I mean collect information on the auction. Oh yes, information connection. Nikki is a little conflicted. And London is the biggest and most prosperous city of Apple Federation and it's a concrete jungle very different from the others. Right, sure. And we can also check out London's designers. For Vivian's column. And but London is huge and how do we even get started? Nikki goes to the newspaper on the table looking for information and no news about the auction. And however, the designer column features someone really good and it seems Sean Monroe, the designer who started the bunny girl trend. Sean Monroe and bunny girl. I think I know where we should go. Then change into something for the interview and let's go.
Come on. I'll present you with the most beautiful dream.
Using the information from the article, Nikki and Momo arrive at the computer science research facility. Apparently she's a senior computer scientist as well as a designer. I wonder what the designer of the bunny girl trend looks like. Maybe she's hot. Are you looking for me? A voice comes from behind them. Sean Monroe? And that's me. She's different than what I imagined. What? We're collecting information on Maryland designers for the Designers Intel Hub. And we really want an article about you in the paper, so we wanted to interview you. Is that about the bunny girl again? I received 5 requests this month and absolutely nothing new to offer. We can talk about something else too, like what does sexiness mean to you? This is a good one. Sharon ponders. I think I have just the answer for you're looking for.
I'll change the ruined future.
Sexiness can mean so many different things. No, Nikki opens her notebook and writes down Shammaron's interpretation. There's universal definition for sexiness because everyone has their own. Thank you, Shammaron. It was a great interview. Oh, and I have one last question for you. Have you heard about the auction at Loden Hotel? Auction? No, sorry. You're looking for the designer information, right? I know a place in Loden that has a lot of excellent designers. It is the girl that Shammaron mentioned. It looks great. And there must be plenty of awesome designers inside. Greetings, I am the girl admin, and how may I help you? Oh, Lolori. Lolori in the girl admin uniform flashes a beautiful smile, a beautiful and graceful smile. Nikki, Momo, good to see you again. You remember us. The girl who challenged me in Star Heaven, her talking cat. Of course I remember you. I won't remember anyone that has a talking cat. You are just as nice as I remember. Thank you for the kind words. I thought you were a pop star and why you an admin at the guild? I became a guild admin before I became a star. Or should I say I became a star because of my job at the guild admin? Sounds like a good story. When I put on the uniform, I didn't expect it to be my turning point in my life. So even though I have more interviews and appearances, I still come to the guild from time to time. Anyway, this is a story for another time, and let me guess why you're here. You're looking for information on excellent designers. That's it. But there's one in front of me right now. And the challenge last time inspired a lot of new designs. And will you let me challenge you again? I would love to. You become stronger. As a girl and me, your style is different from last time, elegant but also warm and friendly. Agreed. And just one last question for you. I hope I have answered your. I hope I have the answer you're looking for. And do you know about the upcoming auction in Loading Hotel? Auction? I might have heard of it, but I don't know anything specific. I just know what is somehow connected to the Mercury Group. The Mercury Group. And their headquarters is in London, and they have their own design department, and they only hire the best designers of Maryland. And the most famous designer there is Mr. Dodge. And maybe pay him a visit. This is amazing information. Thank you, Lolori. Nikki and Momo are standing in front of the modern skyscraper looking up. I say my neck hurts. And me too. And how tall is this building? The Mercury Group sure has a lot of money. And they enter the building and go out to the reception desk. And we're interviewing the best Milan designers for Designer Interhub, and we would like to speak to Mr. Dodge. The receptionist doesn't even look up. Do you have an appointment? Appointment? Top designers like Mr. Dodge are extremely busy and don't have time to tabloid interviews. Nikki. Health. And what are you doing here? I'm here for a fashion show of a new season representing Apple Federation Apparel Group. Representing, and you're the only person in the group. You can kiss your interview goodbye if Momo keeps talking. You know Mr. Dodge? I was his apprentice when I first graduated from Design Academy, and if I had said yes, I might have been a designer here too. But I didn't want to work for Mercury. Really? Come with me and I'll take you to Mr. Dodge. So I don't know, that half-elf, human guy kind of freaked me out, and that's why I didn't want to work for him. Maybe it has something to do with the creepy mind control powers he wielded. We don't know. Whatever. Moving along. They follow him into the elevator, which takes him to the 31st floor quickly. Is Mr. Dodge really good at what he does? In a way, yes, but you know when you meet him. Head takes them to a closed door, and Mr. Dodge is his head. And come on in. And a designer in black is looking at various designs on the table in the middle of the room. And I thought you left. What's up? And this is a reporter for the Designer Intel Hub, and she wants to interview you, so I brought her. A reporter, and what do you want to know? It's nice to meet you, Mr. Dodge, and I heard you're a great designer and would love to know more about your style. My style, in simple terms, is removing art from its usual parameters to deconstructing lines and color so that the art is rebuilt and fashion is redesigned. I'm trying to understand. In layman's terms, it's about redesigning the wheel. Take something that already exists and move the elements around until it looks new.
mazes of the world with my eyes.
This is the first time I had to complete a style without knowing what I'm supposed to do. What a waste of time. Hey, she's just like you. She only knows shadow design and doesn't understand what fashion really means. I have a video conference soon, so that's it for today. And do you understand what kind of designer he is now? Was he talking in the same language as the rest of Maryland? Because I didn't understand a single thing. I kinda did, but kinda didn't. And that's why I didn't want to stay here and stare at the cold glass walls all day. After seeing Mr. Dash work, I like the designs in your shop better, Hells. And that means you have a good taste. And then yes, at the Mercury Group building, and Head looks up at the skyscraper. One day I will build my own fashion empire and make sure that everyone can buy what they like and define their own fashion. And I will surpass the Mercury Group. Well, good luck with that, cause that Mercury guy as a half elf is gonna be like fresh as Daisy for a while, so he might outlive you. I have faith in you. Me too. In any case, Hertz, the future president of Apple Federation Apparel Group, made the designer interview hub interview you? Of course.
Battle I'm in, victory is the only outcome.
Designing with a heart means designing right clothes for the right people regardless of the style. Nikki closes her notebook. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one more thing I wanted to ask you. What is it? Do you know about the upcoming auction at the Loden Hotel? Of course I do. How? I'm a heavy moments user and there's no Mirrorland gossip that I don't know. And Loading is hosting a mysterious auction and only a select few are invited. And I heard that the rarest item is a costume designed by Shinji, the famous cloud designer. Anything else? And what else? I guess not. Anyway, thank you so much for today. Will the design just be available in the shop? Sure, I'll even give you a 10% off when you visit me next time. Alright, so we finished the chapter. I hope you have fun. Next time, next one will be chapter 7. I hope you have fun with me showing you the plot of La Nikki. Bye bye and God bless.